Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we are going to talk about the newest version in the world of Monster Strike. It is version 30.1, and honestly, I feel like 30.1 is a little bit more exciting than 30.0 was, in my honest opinion. So you can decide if you agree with me or not as we walk through all of the new things to make sure you don't miss anything just because you can't read Japanese. So without further ado, let's get going and walk through the new upgrade. First, I think this is a huge update, and actually, let me set up my main account. I have my alt here. It was closest to my computer. Uh, Let me set up a co-op quest and show you what this actually has changed. So give me a second, real quick. All right, I've set up my main. Oop, I think my main has music going. There we go. So I've set up my main to host a quest, and let's say I want to join that quest. I can click that button, and then when it finds that quest, it will now show you the highest luck of that monster that he wants to play, and show your progress on it. Because maybe it's like, oh wait, how close was I? Do I actually want to join here? And look, my alt right now has 8 copies of Katanan, right? And so not only will you be able to see what quest you're gonna play, and what character your friend is using, but you'll also be able to see your current status, which I think is a huge quality of life update. It's also let you know how much closer you are to finishing a max luck monster for whatever monster you're farming. So it's just like, I don't remember how close I was, and then you see at the end, it's like, oh, I only needed one. Um, Darn. But this one will help you give an idea on your progress. Now, if you happen to be farming Guardian Beast stages, it will show you your progress out of 200 for that difficulty level. Remember, you don't get anything beyond that 200. So again, this will give you a good indicator for where you are on finishing off the farming for that particular quest. Huge quality of life update, in my honest opinion. Okay, no, maybe not huge, but I think it's a really good upgrade. Quest shortcut update. So, when you complete a quest in the library, you could have clicked this blue shortcut button, and it'll jump you normally to your select screen, right? Like I was playing the mausoleum with my main and alt together. When you click that blue button, you go to this menu screen. The problem with the library right now, and that also includes for the playground, was that when you had clicked the blue button, you would actually go into that screen, the quest that you just played, and select from there. And I don't think that's the main use case for a lot of people, right? So what they did is they rearranged what that blue button does, and it'll take you one screen back, so that for the people, for example, who are farming orbs in the library, will have an easier time doing that, because now when you click the blue button, you will be on this screen instead, right? Where normally you would have been on this screen, which would have been the quest you just played, right? And while that might be useful for some people, that feature is technically already taken care of by the super shortcut, which will jump you into the character team select screen, right? You already know you're going to play it again. Use the super shortcut. For the standard blue shortcut, it'll make it easier for people who want to farm and just go up to the next stages. So, probably a good upgrade. I don't know. You tell me. My spot. Ooh, sorry. I swear I'm feeling better, guys. Um, this is huge for me. I like this a lot, and the reason for this is that it saves clicks. And I said it in the past, saving clicks as a UI person is always important. So, what does this change? I want to put down a my spot. This is asking, do you want to automatically attach an antenna to that? What does that mean? I will plop down my spot, and it will automatically pull the power for that my spot right away. I don't have to click this again. I don't have to click this button. I don't have to click that button. I saved, what, 3-4 clicks almost to make sure that I just do it in one full swoop. Huge. I love it. It's great. It just feels so good to just be like, plop, get it, and win, right? Thank you. Now, there are some tweaks to this. if you have already put your antenna on another my spot, or not a my spot, a spot in the universe there. Remember, this only applies to Japan. Or you've already done it to your my spot earlier and you've moved away from where your old my spot is, you will not see this pop up, but that's okay, I think. And if you just don't like this feature for whatever reason, you can uncheck the box. Why? I don't understand, especially if you're not in Japan, because this is your only spot you're gonna get, and you might as well just take the power that's associated with it. I don't see a reason why. So I'm really happy with this quality of life update. First day. This is just a silly one where you can now see what day you actually joined Monster Strike. You can go and see, click your rank button here, click the leftmost tab, and then scroll down and you can see what day you started the game. My alt, I started on September 30th. Oh wow, birthday's right around the corner. In 2018, and my main account, actually, I was surprised to see it was in March, but I started my main on 2016, March 12th, 5 days before my birthday. Very interesting. But yeah, very interesting to see that. You can now see what day you started with, and you can also apply that information on your striker's card to show off when you actually started playing this game. Show off who's the uncle here in the world of Monster Strike. Pretty sure I should be up there, but there are definitely people who started before me. If I didn't play the US version, I probably would have had an earlier start date, I'm sure. But oh well. Let's see. Is that? Yeah. Oh, did I put the same slide twice? I think I did. Repurchase store items. We'd actually talked about this yesterday in the Monster Strike news video, but if you want to buy the starter pack premium, the first get pack, ability pack, and the login stamp premium, those are all fresh to be repurchased once again. So if that's something you're interested, do consider paying up for that. You may have noticed on the login screen that something was different there, and there are two things that have changed. One thing is probably unnoticeable to many, is that they now have equalized the login bonuses regardless of how many days you've logged in for in a row. Before day 1 you got a certain rewards, 2 days in a row you got a certain set, and then 3+ you got a different set. Now it is just always you get 1 orb, 5 Shinju Shinkan materials, 70,000 gold, and 800 friend points. And what you may have noticed is that the consecutive login days data is now removed from the home screen. So I wonder if they're just like people being disappointed that they've broken their streak and they're like, you know what, I'm not playing this game anymore. Now you can make them oblivious to the fact that they may have missed a day, and it will now be hidden from you when you log in. You can still see the stat in your stats screen here, right? As I showed here, this value shows the number of days in a row, and incidentally, I forgot to log in my alt. I am at 159 on my main. Usually it's either I'm sick or I was traveling that causes me to break the streak. It does feel bad. So I get psychologically what they might be doing by hiding that information. You can also display that data on your striker's card as well if you want to show that off that way. Some more miscellaneous updates, and this one actually I think is also nice too. Again, it saves clicks. When you are collecting from the Gacha Ligura lab, you no longer have to click this screen to collect your energy. It will just automatically collect for you, but you do have to enter that screen first for it to collect. And again, great, saves you a click. That's the kind of thing I want to see with UI level updates. So no more tapping required to collect energy, which is good. The co-op search menu, they've kind of cleaned it up. They've thrown out the stages that kind of get duped when you can look into here specifically. I think if it's active, it does override that, that logic, but it does make it a little bit cleaner and a little bit more obvious which ones are the quests you might want to be searching for. So that's been cleaned up there. And the other, I don't know, this is a little sad because this has been there since like day 1, I feel like. You can no longer tap this screen to see the character's stats anymore. There's no pop-up anymore. So I don't think anybody ever used that for anything useful, which is the reason why they got rid of it. And probably, you know, maybe a little annoying that when you accidentally tap it, it would pop up, right? Because I don't think anyone ever purposefully tapped to see that information. So yeah, that's gone too. So another small update. Some fixed bugs, no known bugs ahead of time this time, but some fixes where speed down wall areas were acting a little wonky. L's shot skill was acting wonky where I think this is funny where L, the first character L touches is somebody that was also on a launcher panel, so they're moving, but if L ends up stopping first, the other monster that could have still been moving actually would have stopped and then transported incorrectly, right? What should have happened is the second monster keeps moving, and then when that is also done, it moves. Fun edge case. That must have been a fun one to find. So actually that was probably easy to fix, honestly, just not expecting the behavior there, right? Or assuming incorrect behavior. And there were some situations where healing balloons were not healing enemies in certain situations. So all three of those have been fixed. And of course, as usual, at the end of every update, you do have the opportunity to do the 50% gacha pull. I like doing it. It's fun. It is a coin flip on whether or not you get a general pool monster. Yep, 50%. That's what it is. So, oh wait, no, this is on screen. Hey, this is Monet. Yeah, Monet. Mane. Always hard to get right. So we got a win for my alt. Let's see how my main goes. And of course, do be careful about when you pull this gacha. It is spending orbs, so it will tick your Hoshidama by 1. And actually, I forgot I moved my camera. The glare is kind of bad. So. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have changed my camera the last few days. Oh, that looks like somebody. Billy the Kid? No, oh no. That's a mob. Biken, yeah. Okay, so alt wins this round. And of course, do not forget, every time maintenance ends, there is a special quest that you can play that will give you 5 orbs. So you can make that gacha pull essentially free, or you can pocket those 5 orbs and use them for later. Please do not forget about this. It is easy to forget. So if you haven't done it right now, go finish it and make sure you collect your orbs. And that is it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, do consider hitting the like button and subscribing below. Once again, a shout out to Skite Lucas for joining the membership for this crew. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. I mean, you comment all the time too, so thank you for that too. ENGmonst on Twitter/X has all of the slides that I have for news and anything that pops up on there. I do want to remind you one more time that I will be taking a vacation to Japan starting next week. So things might be a little bit delayed, or actually in the Japan time zone. And of course, in the middle of the day, I will actually probably be enjoying myself doing Japan things. So not stuck at work or trying to recover from after work. Do understand, at least until the end of September for that. So last but not least, what did I talk about? Discord. Link to the server is in the description below. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.